Thanks for dropping in. In this video, I discover there is a reason tablet stands are not sold as monitor stands, that they could be sold as a monitor stand if they're supplied with a roll of gaffer tape as well, and we make a dual screen setup with a touchscreen for £5.50. Myself and my wife were at a car boot sale a little while ago, and my wife saw this monitor for £5. I have to admit, I'd walked straight past. I'm not sure why, but monitors are something I generally avoid getting at car boots. I guess because if they don't work, there's not a whole lot you can salvage from them. But for £5, it was worth the gamble, as she had been after a second screen for a while. So what was in the box? Well, this is a Hans G 15.6 inch HT161 HNB 1366 by 768 resolution monitor, with the added bonus that it is a touchscreen. Coming from the car boot, it's obviously used, but a bonus is that it has its original box and packing material. In an attempt to protect the screen, a tablet screen protector has been stuck on, so you'll definitely have to lose that, and it's not in great condition. For connections, it's got a VGA port, HDMI port, audio out and audio in. Power in, this requires an external power brick, there is no internal power supply, and a USB-B port, which connects to the touchscreen, so that all looks good. The issue was, there was nothing else included. No power supply and no stand. I guess maybe the previous owner had it wall mounted. Noting that it needed a 12 volt and 3 amp power supply, it was quite lucky that my wife again, at a car boot a couple of weeks later, came across this power supply for 50p. It's Samsung branded, so not an exact match, but 12 volts and 3.34 amps, so it can provide enough power. Also, amazingly, the power plug fits into the monitor fine, which is a minor miracle, given how many different sizes of barrel jack there are. Fortunately, I also had this unused USB-A to USB-B lead lying around. I probably got this with a printer at some point, as this is a common lead used to directly connect printers to PCs. For a stand, FreeCycle came up trumps. Here in the UK, FreeCycle is a website where you can advertise free items to your local community. In fact, it's the site I use when I have PCs or components to give away. On FreeCycle, there was this IKEA tablet stand being given away a short walk from where we live. So a few minutes later, here it is. The theory being that maybe this can be used as a monitor stand instead. It looks like it may work, but may have a tendency to fall forwards. However, back at the car boot, there was a house clearance guy with a pile of free items he wasn't bothering to sell, and in that was this job lot of blue tack, which maybe could be used to stop the monitor falling forwards. I may push the boat out and go to a length of tape as well, we'll see. So first things first, does it still work? Yes, it seems to. So next, to remove the annoying screen protector, which had the same satisfying feel as when you peel the protective plastic off new components. So even though this is second hand, I don't feel like I've missed out. I then used some lens cleaner, meant to clean lenses, to give the screen a good clean. Having the screen protector on does actually seem to have helped quite a bit, because the screen is basically perfect. Next, to see if I can attach the monitor to the stand. One aspect I hadn't thought of up to this point is that with all the wires poking out the bottom, it makes it very hard to sit on the stand. Here I was trying with the HDMI cable. Maybe if I used the VGA cable instead, as it's a bit further away, as I also don't need the headphone or sound-in 3.5mm plug, it may give enough room between the VGA socket and the power socket for the stand to sit. It looks like it might work. I did in fact go back to using the HDMI cable in the end, and then made a completely tidy, not at all bodged use of gaffer tape to stop the monitor falling forwards off the stand. Once plugged into the PC, next came setting the monitors up. I discovered that when the touchscreen is plugged in via USB, when you have two screens, the PC doesn't know which monitor is the touchscreen. As I got the new touchscreen one set up as the second monitor in this instance, touching the screen moves the mouse on the primary monitor, working like a really badly functioning trackpad for the first monitor. To sort this out, we therefore need to tell the PC that the second monitor is in fact the touchscreen one. To do this, first make sure you have the two monitors set to extend mode, meaning they are each their own extended desktop, rather than duplicating each other. The Windows shortcut to get to this option is the Windows key and P. Then go into the control panel. And you are looking for the setting called Tablet PC Settings. If you can't see it for some reason, changing the View By option to large icons can make it appear. Once in there, select Setup. It then brings up the message to tap the screen to identify it as the touchscreen, or to press enter if it is not the touchscreen. So I pressed enter as the other screen is the touchscreen in this instance, and that then brought up that same message but on the secondary touchscreen monitor. Touching this, then assign the touchscreen control to that screen, and job done. Now it is all working as a secondary monitor and also touchscreen. So there we have it, a single screen setup has been transformed into a dual monitor setup with a touchscreen secondary monitor for a grand total of £5.50. Oh, and the cost of some gaffer tape. Do you use multi-monitor setups? If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please leave any comments about your setups below. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon.